Did the San Diego housing market just peak? Hey guys, before we dive into this video, I do want to state that obviously I'm a real estate professional here, but this is kind of just an unbiased 10,000 foot overview of what's going on in the San Diego market, not trying to convince or sell you on why you should buy a home in San Diego. In fact, I'm a homeowner here in San Diego, so I do want to see housing prices grow, but I also realize that housing affordability is crazy right now, so this is not in any attempt to drive people to buy or not, just presenting some information. Let's dive in. So it's no secret that interest rates have been fairly high for the last couple of years, right? In maybe April, May of 2022, we saw interest rates spike from 3% to like 7.5%, 8%, which caused our first decline in San Diego home values in like a 10-year run. So we saw the peak of April 2022 to about November, December of 2022, we saw about a 10% decline. Well, from that point, January 2023 till now, July of 2024, we've seen a steady increase of home values across San Diego until what we're noticing now is from April, May, and June of 2024, we have our first 3-month in a row plateau of home prices here in San Diego. We peaked around April 2024 at $1,090,000 for a detached single family home. In May, that was also $1,090,000, and in June, that was also $1,090,000. We're in July now. Indications show that it's probably going to be right around $1,050,000 to $1.1 million. So we've started to plateau just a bit. Now, does that mean that the San Diego housing market is crashing? I don't think so. In fact, we still are burdened by the overall fact that we don't have enough homes for sale in San Diego. Our inventory is traditionally, historically, extremely low. In fact, if we look at this chart here, you'll see that the active listings over the last year or so have just about gone up about 60%. So if we take a look at this chart here, you'll see that the active inventory here in San Diego is up about 40%. We're seeing more houses on the market, but as you zoom out from the 1 year to the 10 year, you'll see that we're actually severely under inventoried here in San Diego. Usually we want somewhere around 3 to 6 months worth of inventory to be considered a healthy market. Here in San Diego, we're sitting at about 2.4 months of inventory. So we still have a historically low inventory issue. Rates are still somewhat high at 7, just about 6.75, 7%, depending on when you're watching this video. And it's causing prices to raise. But for the first time, April, May, and June, we're seeing somewhat of a plateau here in San Diego. Now, does that mean it's going to come crashing down? I'm not exactly sure. There's too much uncertainty. I would say that the economics behind it tell me that it's probably not going to come crashing down. I think we saw the correction or the crash from April 2022 to December 2022. This is more of just maybe a steady or healthy leveling out and continued growth. I think a lot of it kind of hinges on the election coming up as well. This is July 2024. 6 months from now, we have an election. 5 months from now, we have an election coming up. I think a lot of people in this next little bit here tend to do what we call like a wait and see, depending on, they don't really care who's going to win. They're just waiting to see if their guy wins or their girl wins in this case. And then in November, it'll pick back up again and you'll start to see a little bit of a resurgence into the market. So as of now, the stats do show that we have plateaued a bit here, April, May, and June. I don't think it's indicative of any longer term crash incoming. The fundamentals just don't show it, even though we've maybe stalled out just a tad here. For more San Diego real estate information, follow us, give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We're here with new content every week.